And so here we are evaluating the sum shown, cos 2 plus 4r all times pi over 23 from r equals 0 to 10, which of course is the same as this sum here, where we're going from cos 2 pi by 23 to cos 42 pi by 23. And so that has to be the same as the real part of this sum here, which is a geometric progression. And in this geometric progression, a equals e to the 2 pi upon 23. The common ratio is e to the 4 pi upon 23, and n is 11. So the sum to 11 terms is a times 1 minus r to the 11 over 1 minus r. And our final piece there at the bottom right, we have e to the 2 pi I multiplied by 1 minus e to the 4 pi I upon 23 itself to the power of 11, all over 1 minus e to the 4 pi I upon 23. And so putting all the values in, if we look on the left-hand side, we have e to the 2 pi I upon 23 multiplied by the top of the fraction, and there's also e to the 2 pi upon I upon 23 on the bottom of the fraction. So these two can be cancelled, and we can put the whole thing in terms of cosines and sines using Euler's formula, so that e to the 22 pi upon 23 is equal to cos 22 pi plus I sin 22 pi by 23. And then this subtraction sum here comes down to minus 2i sin 22 pi by 23, and on the bottom, after cancelling, we get minus 2i sin 2 pi to the 23, and these two will cancel, and we need the real part, which we should see is going to be cos 22 pi by 23 times sin 22 pi by 23 over sin 2 pi by 23. And we should see that that comes to minus cos pi by 23 times sin pi by 23 over 2 sin pi by 23 cos by 23. Because at the top we have cos 22 pi by 23 multiplied by sin 22 pi by 23. We ignore I sin 22 pi by 23 because we want the real part. The cosine of 22 pi by 23 is minus the cosine of pi by 23, because the two angles add up to 180, and for the same reason, sin 22 pi by 23 is the same as sin pi by 23, and on the bottom we have sin 2 pi by 23, which is 2 sin pi by 23 cos pi by 23. And we should see by cancelling, that goes against that goes against that, and we have minus a half. So the answer equals tan arctan minus a half, if you want it literally in terms of the tangent of an angle.